Welcome to Stocking the Pantry with Hal. It's a series of videos, articles, and my ramblings produced in cooperation with the Defiance-Ruston Senior Center. Our goal is to provide information and resources to help everyone to be better prepared and reduce food waste. So let's get started. We're coming into the holiday season when everybody, hopefully this year, will be able to start having gatherings, having people over for hors d'oeuvres, or at least making cookies and giving them as Christmas gifts. So today I wanted to make one of the most popular Christmassy holiday-like recipes, Apple-Rhubarb Cranberry Chutney. And it says the holidays because apples, rhubarb, and cranberries are all part of the traditions this time of year, and so are the spices we're using: nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, and cloves. So we have from frozen some nice rhubarb, apples that were just pared and cored and cut up this morning, lemon peel, cranberries, and sugar. And also some lemon juice for acidity. Now, since you're peeling and chopping up the zest off of the lemons, a lot of people wonder, well, if I'm going to can this and make it shelf stable, I'll just use that lemon juice. Well, as I've mentioned in other programs before, it's really not safe to use fresh lemon juice if you're going to be canning for shelf stable. You need to use commercial lemon juice because the acidity is stabilized. Now, this recipe can also be made and just put straight in the refrigerator, which would make that fresh lemon juice okay. But you always want to be sure and use a stable acidity within the product to ensure that it's going to stay safe. So as I mentioned, this recipe is going to be made with no additional pectin. The pectin is coming from the apples and the rhubarb and the cranberries. So it's going to take a while to cook up, and it's going to have a lot more sugar in it than I try to usually have, but it's not overwhelming amount. So to begin with, we're going to put the apples, the rhubarb, the lemon zest, and I've cut it into fairly big pieces because I like to see that color in there. And then the lemon juice, some water, and the sugar. Now, the cranberries and the spices get added after these other ingredients have had a chance to cook together for a while, because the cranberries have a lot of natural pectin in them, so that'll be what'll kick it over and start it gelling. And as you might say, boy, what a small batch. Well, as always in those demos, we're reducing the size to work within the space of the kitchen we have, and also to help it go a little bit faster. So this is a quarter of a recipe. And so we bring it up to speed, and after it starts to boil, reduce it to simmer, and for a full batch, it would be about 15 minutes simmering. It's almost time to put in the cranberries and the spices, which should be finishing this up, but just to take a brief look, it's already starting to sheet. So it's already starting to sheet, which you can see that it's starting to hang on the edge there. Yeah. So now that it's getting very close, the apples are softened a bit, we're going to put in the cranberries, bring it back up to a boil. These are dried cranberries, and they've been slightly sweetened with apple juice. So pretty much as close to organic as you can get any of those. And add just a little bit more water, because we don't want it to stick or burn as it finishes. All right, once again, now that we're right on the edge, you can see the sheeting test, that it is making a nice sheet. But then also, there's the plate or the mounding test. This plate has been in the freezer only because it would cut down on the amount of time. And so you can see it nicely mounds. Of course, gravity will go over everything. And so we would be ready to jar this up. And if you knew you were going to be using it soon, then you could just refrigerate it, especially if you're making a small batch like this. But people have asked me, well, what would you do with it? Well, there's always things like the thumbprint cookies. People love that. And then also, you can put it on some crackers with a little bit of garnish around it and on top of some goat cheese. And so that's just one of the products that you can take from your home pantry stores and make something up pretty quickly for any upcoming holiday event. So we'll be back in a week or two with more videos and showing you ways to use things out of your pantry. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you for sharing this time with us. If you'd like more information about the Center for Food Preservation Arts, including more recipes, check out our website at preservefoods.blogspot.com and follow us on Facebook so you get notifications of upcoming articles, videos, and events. And we hope to see you back here for our next virtual canning party.